Hey guys, how's it going today? Welcome back to another episode of the Dyson Sphere program. So we are back, and today we are going to be looking at getting all of this stuff, started. So what we're going to need is we're going to need some power. We're going to probably need some more wind turbines, possibly. And the other thing that we are going to do is also actually start making the matrix cores as well, and then also just researching them too, because we can do that pretty easily. So I think, yeah, I think we've got ourselves figured out, and it will hopefully run pretty smoothly. Hopefully. So I guess the first thing I'm going to do is connect all of this up to the power grid. Okay, so there we go. Everything is connected. Now, I need to make sure that I'm actually producing the correct things. So the circuit board and... Okay, and the other thing is too that I was kind of thinking about doing is setting up another buffer too. So basically just 2 storage containers for each of these resources. And that'll make it so that we can just go ahead and collect what we need, and then it also will just, allow these to be working even if the matrix cores aren't able to keep up for a little bit. Okay, so it looks like everything's working as intended. So let's just continue this straight out for a little bit. And I'm kind of torn. I don't know if I want to put the storage containers right here, because I kind of like the idea of maybe growing this as we get better things. So maybe let's kind of expand it out. And then we will set up 2 storage containers. One right there, and another one right there. Let's use the standard. The standard sorter for this. And I'm gonna need to produce some more of these. There we go. Okay, so all of this is now going into those storage containers. So as you can see, it is running pretty smoothly. Now, we can also probably add maybe 2 or 3 of 3 more assemblers to really make the conveyor belts fill up. But I think this is fine for right now. Alright, that is able to keep up. So the next thing is we are going to need these matrix labs. Now, I'm going to need more of these. So for that, I'm going to have to go ahead and collect some stuff. Oh yeah, so also now that we have the splitter now too, we can actually make these a little bit more efficient now. So that is something we might do in a later episode. But for right now, I'm not too worried about it. So I think what my plan is we're going to have the matrix cores be lined back up on this side, and just going right down this way, and then the matrix cores are going to go into a lab right here and start researching a whole load of stuff for us. That is the plan. And also, let's look at to see if we have any upgrades to do that don't. We have this electric motors. We haven't actually made any electric motors yet. Probably because we can't. Maybe that's something the assemblers can make. Nope. I guess we haven't researched it yet. Alright, that's fine then. Alright guys, so welcome back. I've done a little bit of work. As you can see, we have these matrix labs all along here. All of these are going to actually be making the matrices and such. Now they're going to be spitting out the matrix cubes on this side, and all of those matrix cubes are going to be going down this line and coming to these sorters over here and put on this conveyor belt. Now I have this conveyor belt just looping around continuously, and I think that's a good idea. I could be wrong though. And if need be, we can also put some more sorters and such all around as well, to just make sure that we are putting as many cores or cubes, whatever they're called, as possible into electromagnetic matrix. As many of those that we can put into the matrix labs as possible. So that is essentially what I've done, and all we really have to do now is basically power it and actually hook it up to the system that we have that's producing all of the supplies. And let's put one there. Alright, so let's just make sure that these are all set to produce the matrix. And this one's going to be doing the researching. Alright, so that it looks good. So now it is time to supply the cores, well, the supplies, and I'm going to need some more sorters. What is going on? So I'm not exactly sure exactly how I want these conveyors to go. So I think we'll just do them on this side, coming around here, and I will just hook this up to there, and then this one will go from here to there to there. Okay, and then we can just get these going. What? Alright, look at it go. Hopefully this works out well. I think it will. So let's see how long, how far down does the line does it all go? Because ideally we'd want it to get down to here. It doesn't look like it's going to reach. That's a little unfortunate. But all of these matrices coming down. So it looks to be going pretty good. Okay, now this is all going to be stocked up, it looks like. Alright, so let's actually start researching some stuff. And I think, well, I don't know. You know, let's go for universe exploration. Able to view the veins distribution on the planet. Okay. Oh, okay. So it looks like there might actually be a good reason to put multiple matrix labs on research because they do go at a fixed speed. That is good information to know. So I think with that information, let's set up some more matrix labs. Okay, but that research is completed now.
You have unlocked the universe exploration. Now you can click the details display button in the lower right corner of the screen to open real-time distribution details of the ore veins.
Okay, so I guess basically that just gave us like a new heat map. So now we can actually see where certain things are now. Alright, not as useful as I thought it was going to be. Alright, well, that's okay. Alright, so let's get some more research then. Well, let's actually go to technologies and just start researching this stuff. So now we can just queue up all of this that requires the blue matrices, because we can't do the red ones yet. But in time, we will be able to. Alright, so all that stuff is queued. Alright, so now, back to this monstrosity. So, we are going to want all of this to come around this side. And go all the way back. And I need more. Alright, so there we go. Now we have 4 of these matrix labs researching and doing all that good stuff. So I think we can obviously make this more efficient. As you can see, there's still extra cubes around and stuff that we will want to use to our best of abilities. And one way I think we could do that is this system over here. We actually, I mean, I guess it's actually fine for right now. I think we actually just need more matrix labs that are researching. Yeah, probably. So also, if we check our production, there's a few things that are problematic. So obviously the electromagnetic matrix is a problem, and I need coal. We're pumping through this research though really quick, so that's great. But it could be faster, and I wish I was moving faster. But the coal is all the way over there. Okay, there we go. We finally got some coal. Okay, so this area is not very efficient. If we look at the production tab here, we can see just how inefficient it is. So magnets. Our production is 40 per minute, but our consumption is around 75 per minute. So we need to increase our magnet production. If we look at magnetic coil, we're producing around 73 per minute, but we're only consuming about 50 per minute. So that means that we actually don't have enough matrix labs creating the electromagnetic matrices right now. And if we look at circuit boards, we are creating 210 per minute at a consumption of 52 per minute. So there's obviously a massive difference in magnetic coils and circuit boards that I didn't exactly take in consideration. And that is definitely all my fault. I should have maybe looked at that a little bit more, because these things produce like crazy. So we need to increase basically our magnetic coil production, and the way we need to do that is we need to also increase our magnet production. And if we go over here, and obviously we're going to need to get some more iron. We're going to need to get another iron mine going to really increase that, because there's not really much left that we can try to salvage from this. But we can try to put like another mining machine on this. Yeah, I think actually we could maybe like fit two. One on this side, one on this side to really increase it. And then I want to also change around this nonsense because it's not very efficient. We can make it so much more efficient now with the splitters. And with us needing so many magnets. Okay, so it looks like our consumption has kind of finally met up with our production. So as you can see, we're consuming exactly the same amount as we're producing. So our production is really our limiting factor here. Okay, so I think this is all that we can do right now. I don't think we're going to be able to put another one right here. Yeah, definitely not. There's no foundation there. Okay, so this should make it so that it is probably the most efficient, but we'll have to see. So this has, I mean, both of them have a lot of iron. Like, all three of them have a ton of iron around them. Alright, so we are definitely running out of power. So let's get some more wind turbines. So as you can see, we are running at... Oh wait, now we're at 100% satisfaction? What? Oh, right, this is on a totally different... That's right, I totally forgot about that. Okay, let's just go and finally connect these up then. I forgot that this was on a totally different power grid. And that's actually maybe one of the reasons why we aren't actually getting enough iron. But it seems to be good now. Okay, so as you can see, this conveyor belt is really overloaded now. And we need to do something about that. And I don't know what to do about that because we don't have the conveyor Mark II yet, and I don't know what we need for that. So yes, we need the energy matrices. So let's just go ahead and continue researching what we can right now, which isn't actually that much. Okay, so let's look at the upgrades then, too. Because these we should be able to get quite a bit. So finally we get an additional construction drone. I've been waiting for that a while. Plus 1 meters per second construction drone flight speed. Okay, that's pretty good. Can't get that yet. We can't get that yet. Okay. Oh, I can do this. Able to view the vein reserves in the whole planetary system. Okay. Can't do that. Alright. So, we're kind of on a different problem now with iron. This is kind of a better problem. So if we look at the production of magnets now, it's jumped up a little bit, not by much. But so now, what we are going to do is we're going to now split this once again, and I actually am going to need to move this. Just stick it right in the middle. So now what we are going to do is we're going to just dismantle this, place a splitter right there, put this in there, take that out. Okay, and then we run this one down here, like so. We get rid of this. We get rid of that. We need a couple more smelters. Gonna try to place these closer to each other. I think I'm gonna just have these producing magnets, because if we look at iron ingot production, so it's a lot higher than the magnet production of 46. So if we double it, it'll be around 80, so it'll match it, and that's kind of what I'm going for right now, is just matching. Magnet, magnet, magnet. All right, now we are producing a lot of magnets. So, how is this doing now? Production should spike up. Let's do the past 1 minute. Okay, magnet is now at 136%, 141. Okay, and what's iron ingot at 120? Okay, so that's good. And this consumption is going to go up once all of these magnets are supplied down there. So that should increase the magnetic coils too. I'm gonna go look at that now. Okay, so yep, magnetic coils is up in production, so that's great. And we always want to be overproducing. It's a good idea to overproduce, because if you underproduce, then you won't have a stock. And we want a stock, so that way, let's say we need magnetic coils for fabricating something that I don't have a factory for right now. I can just go to the buffer, which is, you know, just a storage, and go there and just pick some up. Like right now, I could go pick some up and be on my way. And the same thing with circuit boards too. And in fact, let's look at that production. That production is at 120 as well. And magnet production is now spiking to 200. So we are definitely overproducing. So that's great. In fact, as you can see, this is also not... so iron ingots. So if we look at iron ingots, we are producing 120 per minute and consuming 120 per minute as well. So that is also not very efficient. So we can try to fix that one too. This one, this might be a little bit more difficult though. Especially considering we're running out of space. Space is the massive problem now. Okay, so we have solar panels now. That's pretty cool.
The data shows this is a planet without natural silicone veins. However, you can still obtain some by smelting stone ore. While you still need a massive silicone collection, you need to find a planet rich with silicone veins as soon as possible.
Okay, so apparently we need to find silicone veins on another planet. So I guess smelting, we can get silicone. So if we look at that, components, yeah, prism. Oh wait, no. Graphites, silica. So yeah, we can smelt a whole load of stone ore into silicone. So we actually have quite a few different components now we can make. As you can see, electric motors. We can also make steel. We can make prisms, which I guess microcrystalline components. So basically micro devices. And then we also have a plasma exciter too. Not really sure what this does. Can be used to extract and refine crude oil. Interesting. Okay. And then we also have the water pump. We have a couple of other new things too. We also have the wireless power tower. This is something I haven't actually created yet. And thermal power station, solar panel, and storage tank, which is just used for storing fluids. So, alright, pretty cool. Okay, so back to our iron problem. Now, I suppose one thing that we could do, because we're producing so many magnets, but we are consuming, like, all of those magnets, which is kind of nuts. Huh. I guess we haven't actually made enough smelters then to smelt all of those magnets. Oh, we can finally make foundations. Fantastic.
Foundation.
Okay, so apparently we need steel for foundations. So maybe we need to start making some steel. Okay, I think I'm gonna make some steel by hand first, and we have like nothing stored up. Holy crap. So I guess putting everything into research might be problematic. Oh, why is this smelter not? I guess it's probably because I moved one of them. Alright, so let's just take from the conveyor. Oh, so we can only produce steel in the smelting. Okay. All right. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I think in the next episode we're going to like kind of rework all of this area because I now do not like anything about it. It is too small. It's just, you know, we don't really have enough space to do what we need to do, and we need to make a whole ton of iron now. And to do that, we need a bigger spot. So I'm going to save that for the next episode, though. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys like this, hit that like button. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, anything of the sorts, please leave them in the comments down below. And as always, if you guys are brand new to the channel and you guys like what you saw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would also like to thank the Patreons that support this channel. And if you too would like to become a Patreon, you can go ahead and do so in the description down below. Thank you all so very much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next episode.